Welcome to another Family Over Relatives event. Great news for everybody here today. Family Over Relatives has a community event coming up June 18th. It'll be in St. Paul. We'll be meeting in St. Paul at Selby and St. Albans and ending at Selby and Dade Avenue. This event is a community event coming out to take back the blocks, put up the community. So about an hour of your time, June 18th, from 1:30 to 2:30, you come join us and get these blocks cleaned up. We will be having beverages and snacks will be provided, so just come out and join us if you can. We also have two special guests today. First, Brother Tawali. I want everybody to give him a round of applause. And second, we have J.M. Career Consultant. Please give him a round of applause, everybody. And last but not least, you already know the main event. We already have Coach Tawali. Today, Family Over Relatives presents the Proverbs of Godly Consciousness. At the end of today's event, we'll have autographs and surveys to be passed out. Coach Robbie, so make sure you get one of those autographs because it's definitely going to be worth more than money in the long run. Coach Wally, my brother, on a personal level, but as a coach, is a very, very, very motivated person that can see a person's potential and turn it into performance. So, any further ado, let's get this meeting started. Everybody, wow. Thank you. Oh, first speaker, I'm sorry. First speaker of the day, Brother Tawali, please give him another round of applause.
How you doing? My name is Tawali. I'm a poet, father, husband, son, few others. I had this whole little speech thing I was gonna say to you guys, but I had such a rush on the way here. All kind of little bad events happened on the way here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm cut to the chase. Again, this is something kind of rare for me. I am a rapper, musician, I'm a youth mentor, I run a youth program for teens, a music program, do some other mentoring for kids, help out a few kids in the neighborhood, just to do. I'm big on helping our youth. To a certain extent, I can care less about adults' problems, but when it comes to being parents, I gotta care because I deal with their kids. And all I really try to do is just make everything better for them. And all I can do by doing that is to set the example. I got 2 of my kids out of my 4 today. Here, my wife's not here, but I'm happy, just for half of my family to be here today. I'm thankful for Coach Tawali giving me this chance. A few things, a few pieces for you guys to share. It's a little piece of myself. First poem is called Slipknot. I've been through a lot, been around a lot. I've been shot, even met Tupac. A casual have-not, left in the street to rock. Even by my peeps been mocked. Still standing on my feet, but I've been rocked. Trying to keep my balance in this land of Slipknot. Do you understand my meaning of Slipknot? It means I must slip not. Too much to ride for, too much to strive for, 4 kids to provide for. A queen I must be willing to survive for, not just die for. 7 sisters I must not slip. The world is shambles, I must slip not. This poem I wrote, I just turned 44 this year, about a month ago today. And after that, something was messing with me about New Year's and that how New Year's isn't my New Year's. My birthday every year to me is one new year. I made it through a lot. A lot of my friends, I'm from California, I'm from Inglewood, California. I moved here in 96, 20 years. Still my friends is dying out there. From all kind of weird stuff. Now, before there was guns and violence, now it's heart conditions and cancer. And one day I realized, and just realized, that every day I'm reborn. That every day I'm breathing a new series. I heard it for years and it never clicked to me. So now, I realized that one day this just came to me. Every day is my birthday. Every time I sleep and awaken, I'm reborn. Praise the Most High, my Creator. I am an imperfect but perfect creation. I am created to create. I was born to inspire. Happy born day to me. It's my birthday, but not the day I was born. Or is it? The 3rd of May. Because if not, okay. Every day is my birthday, but today I was reborn. Tired, stressed, but nonetheless reborn. Tomorrow I hope to be, and next I hope to be seen. I hope to see for more than I've been, and hopefully more to be. Happy born day to me. Every day is my birthday. This poem was inspired after thinking about my childhood and being broke, being poor, thinking about the Black Panthers and programs that they was doing. Somebody said something to me one day and it just stuck in my head about 3 months. I'm a 3-month kid. I was 3 months kid from kindergarten to 8th grade. So you know how embarrassing it was after about 5th grade. So I sold my tickets. I did all kinds of stuff just to show what I wasn't a 3-month kid. Here's my thoughts on it. Product of a free lunch. How much that actually? I should have said this before this started. I don't want anybody to feel that I'm overstepping, but I have some language in my poems that I haven't even paid attention to. They're not necessarily curse words. All right, product of a free lunch. Nigga, you seen my life. I was the nigga slinging my tickets and trading toys for a night. I came from a house full of women and only one TV. Thank the Lord for multiple bathrooms and looking out for me. For years with no daddy, but what the hell is the difference? That's the life most of the world made up of these sorry ass niggas. Crumbly dope and them triggers. The shady life we've been given. All I got to be thankful was not ending up in prison. What the F is that? What kind of ish is that feeling? I'd rather lay up in some love, or spending time with my children, or enlightening the world with my funky speech I'm spitting. You can't cook up in the kitchen food without some free lunch. This is a poem pretty dear to me. I do it every year at our youth programs, Black History program. It's called Part 1 of History. Black history, my history and his history. But who is he? What man wrote this history and who said his history was our history? Is he just telling his story or a version of his story which comes from his history or his story told to him by his family who made up some story to feel good about his history? I'm just telling a story about how my history becomes my story. But with my history and what story do I tell my children about my history? Which should be Black history, but since I'm not dead, it's just a story. But when the man or him tells a story, it's history or his story. I'm just saying, really am I asking? Because truth be told, my Black history is different from the norm. I was born from a storm, drenched by the nonsense in a woman's form. But that's just a part of my story. And I brought you here to talk about Black history. But I fought wars on the street, searched for food to eat, slept where there was no sleep, enslaved in a wolf on sheep. I got scars heart's never been behind bars, wish for a home beyond Mars, set out to create stars. That's just part of my story. I would say it's Black history, but you might just say it's his story. Thank y'all, man. You know, let's go.
Up next, we got male career consultants. So, man, everybody give them a round of applause.
Peace, everyone. How you doing?
All right.
Good. So, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming out to this Sunday afternoon. You couldn't do anything else, but you decided to show some support to our brothers. So let's give Coach another one round of applause. So, we talk about family, right? So, my name is Jason Muhammad. So that technically says I'm a Muslim, right? But some of you in here may be Christian, but here's the thing, real quick before I get into what I want to get into, right? So if a Christian says 7 plus 0 is what? 7. Muslim says 6 plus 1 is what? 7. Hebrew person may say 4 plus 3 is what? 7. See, the problem comes in with us is that we're so concerned with how we get to the same answer. So instead of us being so concerned about the problem of how let's see how much we can connect to the answer and then build on that. All right? Okay. All right. So just want to get that out of the way real quick. So I'm also a life coach. My niche is career coaching. I help people to get jobs. So today I just want to do very briefly something which you all help you with something. So I got 4 questions I want to ask you, but you only have one answer that you can give, right? And for those of you that are sports enthusiasts, take sports out of it, which means that you cannot have basketball, football, baseball, soccer as part of your answer with these questions. And here are 4 questions. What is the one thing that you love to do? You do well. You do often. And if you can do it for the rest of your life, what is that one thing? And if you don't have the answer, just think about it for about 30 seconds. What is the one thing that you love to do, you do well, you do often, and if you can do it for the rest of your life, what is that one thing? Okay, time. When you go into work tomorrow, are you going into that job? To that one thing? See, 90% of us are not going into jobs that we actually love. We're going into some place simply because we applied for the job to get a check. Right? You know, the worst thing in the world is to be on Monday or Sunday talking about you can't wait the next Friday because of the job that you're going in on Monday. But what you don't realize is that Friday's only 2 days from Monday. So you should embrace hump day, Wednesday. That's right in the middle, right? So if you are not going into the job that you love to do or the entrepreneurship opportunity that you love to do, then here's the question. Why? Why? And why stands for what hinders you. What hinders you from going after your dreams, your aspirations, your desires, your career of choice, your career, what you actually want to do? What hinders you? Sometimes it's a lack of education. Sometimes it's a lack of training, and sometimes it's a lack of certification. Then those things you can go and get. You're looking at someone who used to be in the streets, selling, illegal narcotics, trafficking illegal narcotics, up and down 95 from Georgia to Florida, all the time, switched up, received a teaching, got kicked out of high school because I'm sitting around a table like this in my science class with a big Ziploc freezer bag of weed and making a deal in the classroom in high school, 9th grade, and they called the police. The police came and got me out of school. And I went there, and the cops were so crooked that I was able to work something out. You know what I mean? So I was able to work something out, right? Got out of that little situation, and so went back and got my GED, went back and certified for college. I actually didn't go in my home state. Went back, but it was accepted into the college. But then I left, moved from there, ended up getting married, been married for 22 years, got 5 children, 22, 19, 16, 14, and 11. And so, that's called commitment. Commitment. Code means 2 or more. Commitment. I had to have a partner, right? So anyway, got certified as a life coach and started looking at what is my niche. Like, how can I help people? I was automatically coaching people that I work for at the school that I work for here. It's coaching the employees, coaching students, and helping them with it. And so career coaching is my niche. So for you, when you answer those 4 questions, what is the one thing I love to do well, do often, and if I can do it for the rest of my life, what is that one thing? Now, let me help you with something. Many of you may say, well, I work at McDonald's. I work at Burger King. I work at the car lot here. And I absolutely hate it. The reason why you hate it is because you're not connected to your why. See, so what stops you is what hinders you. But what you really need to be connected with is what harmonizes you. What brings you into harmony? What is the one thing that you love to do, and how can you make it a business? I love to talk. My 3rd grade teacher told me when she saw me when I was 21, "You still talking?" I was like, "Yes, but I get paid for it." I said, "Yes, I still do a lot of talking." And so, what harmonizes you? Well, I like to sew. Okay, why not start your own clothing line? Right? Well, I don't have the money for it. Okay, then so here comes some budgeting and here comes some time management. See? How can you budget in? Well, how much do you need? First, you need to look at what is it going to take money-wise for you to start your own clothing line. And then how can you start saving up or budgeting this money to get that? What materials you're going to need? Who do you need to connect with? Where do you need to go for your marketing? All of that. But it can be done. So the second thing that you would need to do, what's my time now? Because I'm a Muslim, but I talk like a Baptist preacher, so
You got about 7 minutes.
okay, we're not done. So if you would have been told to have a piece of paper and a pencil, I didn't tell him, and I didn't tell you all when I first got up here. There's a part that you would need to do right now is develop your own mission statement. Because companies have their mission statement. See, a mission statement is why you do what you do. And if you develop your own personal mission statement, which means that I do what I do because of X, Y, and Z. Even if you work for McDonald's, McDonald's is just a place that pays you, but you're working for yourself. Because you're always working for your why. Your why is your mission statement. So then you won't go into work miserable. Like, man, I hate this job. Why? Well, because I'm not connected to my why. Think about this with children. What is your goal in life? Where are you trying to be in the next 5 years? If you have that in your mind, it's just staying as a dream. But once you get it out of your mind on paper and post it up somewhere so that you see it when you wake up, see it when you go to sleep. Keep your goals in front of you at all times so that it inspires you every time you go somewhere. Get a let's call these things like an alarm or something on your phone. Boom, it shows up. Shows what your goals are. Keep your goals in front of you at all times. And when you have your own personal mission statement, you're working for yourself. McDonald's is the one just paying you for it. Burger King is paying you for it. Whatever call center, whatever corporation, whatever office building, right? They're the ones that's paying you for it. You see. So with JM Career Coaching, there's a lot more that we actually deal with, in terms of going into organizations and do team building exercises. There's a book by the name of The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, written by this guy named Patrick Lencioni, that talks about the 5 dysfunctions of a team that deals with trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, lack of accountability, and inattention to detail. A lot of times when you go into these jobs, like we're going into on Monday, you can't talk to your supervisor. Because your supervisor, you probably don't trust them. Not the type of trust that you fall back and, he'll catch you, or he'll catch you, but the type of trust that lack of vulnerability, which means that I don't know, and I don't want you to know that I don't know. So I'm going to put on a facade. So this person becomes unapproachable when it comes to communication. Or you have lost the trust in them because you have communicated something they have nothing about. Fear of conflict, that you have some gripes or you have something that you want to say, and the proper process is to go through this line or HR or this supervisor or that manager, but instead of me doing that, I'm going to talk to little Kiki and Ray Ray and them. They're going to hear my side of the story, and then they're going to support me. But then when you get done talking to them, you go back, the problem still exists. It's just like drinking alcohol and doing all these other drugs. It gets your mind off of it for a moment, but once you come back, it's still right there. See, the more you run from the problem, the more it's going to chase you. Stop running from it. Run to it and address it. All right, so thank you all so much for your time. At this time, we'd like to bring up our mighty host, brother. You're going to take us to the next level. All right, thank you all once again.
Outside, everybody, man, we've been waiting for him. Please give Coach Wilder.
Like I'm in the team. Why won't even lose that? I'm bringing you up again. Yeah, Minnesota, best motivated speaker. Years made him a motivated speaker. I swear I went for life coaching. But everybody give me a round of applause. And Coach Juwali, thank you. There we go. All right. First I want to say thank everybody for showing up, showing improvement, because that's very, it's called, like Mr. Muhammad said, you could be doing a lot of other things, but you took the time to come up here and see us for an hour or so of your day. And today, well, for the people who know me, don't know me, everybody know me, right? So I ain't got to go no introduction. Cool. So I'm going to speak on how I met these brothers and why they up here today. Back in 2008, 2009, I met Mr. Jason Muhammad working at Harvest Press. And I was a school bus driver, and I used to bring kids to school. Yes, I did, And I used to see the brother, he'd be out there, I'd be like, I always wanted to get his attention when I had a bad suit on, but he was more humble, he'd listen to you, he'd be like, oh, what? The other ones, they kind of like, all right, come on. Sometimes the situation don't be bad, you just need just that disciplinary, so to have this opportunity, almost 8 years later, to be sitting up here, sharing the platform with them, and I'm honored, what I'm saying, because thank you. It's all about, growth and development. And I ain't talking about the gangster disciples stuff. All right. So then I met Tawala. You know, I went over to a friend's house, and he was like, "Man, just a motivated speaker." He said, "Man, that's some BS, man. Y'all ain't not good." And I felt like it was need for me to talk to this brother, build with him like, brother, listen, woo, woo. And we met a couple of occasions, and after this time, we was able to share the platform again, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, family over relatives is about turning potential into performance. And that's what we're about here. My mama never knew I'd be up here speaking, but she happy. So we good. So today, let's get into the subject. We're talking about Proverbs of a godly consciousness. And we got to understand that all growth is from within. And evidence is in every nation, every animal, and every human. And we are all living testimonies to that great law. Depending on your religion, your science, we all are testimony to that great law. But the error comes with age. And the reason why the error comes with age is because we look for power from without. With the internet, the social media, stuff like that, we get detached from our godly consciousness. And then we started to think that we did it. I did it by myself. I ain't need no help. Now, I'd be a lie to say that I did everything by myself. Because I did. Somebody had to give me an opportunity to come up here. Somebody had to give me an opportunity to take me around and get a job. Somebody had to take an opportunity to lead the whole conversation. But how many people actually give opportunities? How many people actually see someone and they speak to them and they speak back? But certain parts, you know, it's a little more hectic than others. We know that. But the co-urgency creates a reaction that eventually that will work against you. But with this opportunity, like I mentioned, my goal is to heal the wounds I have opened and establish a connection and contact with the people I've scarred. Because we got 33 weeks left in this year. It don't sound like a lot. But anybody can be hidden and be gone. So I'm just here to say, if I ever offended you or anything knowingly or unknowingly, please accept my apology. Because at the end of the day, we all human, we make errors. I'm a coach, but I have a coach too. My coach motivates me to make sure I'm taking care of my stuff. You heard she, right? I know that. So she right here. And she makes sure I get my stuff together. And we argue like brothers and sisters because I'm the type of person I don't like nobody tell me nothing, you know? I'm like, I don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna get to it tomorrow. You know, and she's like, what about now? What you doing now? And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity because I understand that even with life, the unfortunate sometimes draw the misfortune onto themselves. And you can't die for somebody else's misery because you think that you're helping someone, but you're actually drowning in your own mind. Be careful who you help. Get your money markers. Hold them up in the air. Make sure they got their strip in. Because if you ain't got your money markers, you're going to get hit with some counterfeits. And then you're going to get to a location. They're going to be like, we can't accept this. Now you're going to want to beat up the clerk. But what happens is we beat up ourselves because sometimes we let people in. We just draw them in. So the godly consciousness to be able to follow your intuition. Like me, my commitment and my perception today has to be better than yesterday. It has to be better than yesterday. Because if you want to take me away from my goals, they got to go. Because I got to stay focused. And focus is the best thing because I'm committed to my self-development, but not self-destruction. You feel me? Because once I took charge of my life, I took responsibility because if I go out and rob a bank, you're going to say, you know better. So I took responsibility and I took action. And I got shit done. Excuse my language, kids. But that's just what it is. Because you got to develop a godly consciousness, not a godless consciousness. Very important, the difference. Because one thing people always notice is what? Energy. Energy is equivalent to what? Attitudes. And attitude travels. And if you're not careful, you can get electrocuted or energized if you're around the wrong source of energy. But I'm not here to step on toes. My words will probably attract a strong-minded white family. But like I said, I apologize for telling you what it is. Because if I was for everyone, I'm not for everyone. I'm not sure he was for everyone. But I'm not going to get too far into that. And my motto is, if I can't deal with you, I can't chill with you. Y'all say it with me. If I can't deal with you, I can't chill with you. Come on, y'all say it. Say it. I can't deal with you, I can't chill with you. Exactly. And I respect that. Because if I can't build a foundation with you, then I can't chill with you. What I'm around for? To leech. Because nowadays, man, we got to be careful who we take advice from. So people will give you advice just to keep you what? Down. Keep you down. Brother New, wake up, brother. Everybody want to eat, right? How many people is willing to hunt? Everybody want to be successful, but how many people is willing to put in the work that's required? Is you hunting your dream, or is you a part-time goal chaser? And what I mean by that, if you look at the game last year when the Cavaliers was going against the Warriors sweeped them 3-0. Everybody was like, oh, what happened with the boys? They got comfortable to go. They said, we got it. But them other dudes was hustlers. They was lifetime goal hustlers. Because they came back and sweeping 4 straight. Everybody, man, a lot of people lost some money. Because I jumped on the bandwagon. Like, oh, well, money on them. They went on more games, so. But they couldn't even manage to do that. Because at the end of the day, man, if you have a weak mindset or a mind frame, you won't get far in life. I know. I had to cut some of my addictions, some of my mischiefs and my habits. And it wasn't easy. But I had to put my left foot in front of the right one and keep pushing. Because I look at it like this. Would a lion ever stop chasing his prey? Let me step out here. Y'all think I'm lame back there. So. Have a lion ever stopped chasing his prey? Or will a lion ever stop chasing his prey? So why should you stop chasing your dream? Who told you that it wasn't going to fit for you? Who told you that it wasn't going to work? I can tell you. The person that was afraid of the energy and the time to put into it. The person, like his mom said, we don't understand why. Because people ask me, why you do this? Why you say this? Why you talk like this? Why you gotta be here? Why you growing this? Why you don't? And I try to answer those questions because it's the why, the when, the what, and the where. Right? So, thank you, son. That's why you gotta motivate your kids too. You know, they correct you. I can't always be right. The motivation is nothing if you don't develop a strong mindset. And when the things start getting tough, you gotta get tough with it. And when things get physical, you gotta get physical too. Don't be no cupcake. Because at the end of the day, man, most people who on their high horse, when they step down, they might step in some pieces. You know why? Because they think and they smell themselves. But I can't front though. Love will show me where I stand. Actually, to be totally honest with you, no support is all the support I need because that's why I'm here today. Because what we do is we look for people that we know the best to come and support us. But really, your friends and your family become your haters, most cases. Your strangers become your supporters. I probably met everybody on a different plane here, a different time in their life. But we all came together. Today, now we all together. Everybody sitting here looking at me. Now, I could be here and chill. Oh, one more thing I want to say too, man. Fellas, I know it's just a few of us. And married men already know this, but I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking to everybody else as well. Your woman will follow you. She will submit to you. But you got to make sure you know where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, it's going to be problems. Stability is very attractive. You can go get a you can go get a high school diploma, you can get a master's, bachelor's, associate's, you can have all those things. But if you don't have the passion, liking what you're doing, those things won't mean nothing. Like Mr. Mom said, you're going to be like, man, you know what? I hate my job. And like you said, on Tuesday, I'm waiting for Friday. So basically what I'm saying, never second guess your intuition. And don't be too busy making a living and avoid making a life. Because the people will give you a life. And it's cold. I've never been in there. But I've seen stories on ID channel. I've seen TV shows. Let's get into this. Because I'm going to say, man, whoever guards is not just telling you to keep yourself in trouble. Think about what you say. Because words can be that. And then you got to be careful for the ones who sacrifice the wicked. Because the ones who sacrifice themselves for the wicked or the one that goes in and consumes all that is abomination. And what I mean by holding your hands to the flesh, that means you're lazy. And when you're lazy, you're looking for a handout. And then what end up happening? Consuming yourself, you be out there selling yourself. You selling hands. But if you get the treasure, money, it's like death. Because how you know, we all know what goes around comes around, but and my whole point is you can't be mad at the people that hate them. That's fine. Let them hate because you win. That's the thing. They pay attention to you. You're able to work outside, get yourself together. It's like I said, it's just envy. And then you pay too much attention to him, you'll lose distraction or focus on what you need to do. And another thing about a lazy man, like I'll tell you, for me not to go to work, I'll say it's a lion and a gorilla downtown Minneapolis, and you're on a rampage. I mean, I would tell you, man, woo, man, you didn't see that lion on the news? They're like, no, what news? I make up one, WCCT. Like, whoa, I ain't seen that. We gotta have internet for this one. This is special news. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was driving school buses and it was sunny like this. I went to sleep and woke up on second day driving. It was so much snow outside, I quit my job. I said, man, I'm not finna crash and all them parents be looking for me. You're crazy. I want them kids to get home safe, so I stayed home. That's a godly conscience. Because you're just knowing yourself. Because the first letter of knowledge is know. The L is a 90-degree angle. If you add 4 more to it, that's 360. Then the edge. You know, you're on the edge, you won't fall off. I'm going to go over my time. Show myself. Because we got to also know, man, the unofficial always want to be official. And if you want to impress anybody, man, be loyal behind your back. Try that. Because me, I was taught to shoot the messenger. I'm from Chicago. We shoot the messenger. Because they more worse than your enemies. Because they're playing both sides of the fence. Who want to be around someone lukewarm? Eat hot cold. Make up your mind. Because we got to make sure also that the enemy is not in between our own 2 ears. Because sometimes we be down on ourselves. We be too hard on ourselves. We be too strict, or we need validation from someone else. Validation is within, because like I said, what departs you is distracting yourself from a godly conscience, and you have a godless conscience. And whoever is a partner with these, hate, all that, is prohibited. what I try to do with family over relative is get myself together, godly conscience, yes. Help other individuals who have potentials to turn their potentials into performance. I also want to be able to establish a government system that if individuals are in need, like the Catholic Church do, we are able to provide those things. Now, we ain't no goofies. We don't want to see some documentation too. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got the money like that. But this is my goal. And this is what it's going to be very soon. Believe me or not. And another thing about having a godly conscience, man, is listening to yourself. And take yourself very serious. Get out here, make it happen. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, what you can do. Don't settle for a job, don't settle for a relationship, know your worth. Just quit cutting discounts. And I never come off on here to act like I'm a better man, a better black man. I'm just a prepared black man. So I just want to say thank you all for coming out. All the haters tell me to chill out. I'm going to be here for a very long time. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Thank you.